Hey, what's up guys? This is Theomis and welcome to my Balanced Druid PvP guide. We are going to cover stats, gear, glyphs, and talents. Let's jump right into it. Stats. Our main stat is intellect. Intellect is raw spell power. Next, our stat ladder goes like this. Mastery is greater than haste, which is equal to versatility, which is greater than critical strike, which is greater than multi-strike. So what does that mean? It means haste is going to be the stat with our most percentage. I recommend 60 to 85% mastery. Haste recommend between 10 and 20%, 10 and 20% versatility. The rest is kind of byproduct of whatever you get for your gear. What mastery does is when your Eclipse bar starts coming back, that's when mastery kicks in. You get the bonus damage. So when you stop it, up here is when you'll get the most mastery. As it comes back, the mastery you get, the bonus damage diminishes. So that's where you get your mastery from. Now in PvP, you definitely need versatility, which is all around spell damage and damage reduction. So it makes you less squishy. And haste makes you cast faster. You don't get shorter spells, you cast faster. So haste is very good for getting those CCs off and those starfires off. So now for gear, your 4-set bonus is absolutely mandatory. Anytime Entangling Roots is broken by damage, you gain a Star Surge proc. That has a lot of great synergy with some things we're going to get into in a little bit here. And the other part of it is whenever you hit a Star Surge, your next Starfire is reduced cast time by 30%, or your next Wrath, its damage is increased by 30%. Now that only lasts 6 seconds. However, faster Starfires are amazing. We definitely love faster Starfires, and that synergizes well with our haste. So your 4-set bonus is definitely required. As for your trinket, you will always have the Freedom Trinket. Your trinkets are where you grab your versatility from. And Freedom Trinket is just so powerful. Not only do you get 875 versatility, plus your trinket bonus, the 15% reduced damage, which again synergizes well with versatility. You can break free of a stun, which will save your life sometimes. You can get out of it and get the kill. Many uses for that. That's it for stats and gear. Now we're going to get into glyphs. The only glyph that is mandatory here is Glyph of Cyclone. It extends your Cyclone, your line of sight, by 5 yards. And we Cyclone all the time in 3v3 and in all other arenas as well as BGs. So Gift of Cyclone is the only one that's mandatory. The other two are optional. I use Gift of Shape Mender, so I get a heal whenever I shapeshift. That was 19k right there. And that'll go up in PvP because it's 5% of your health. You can only do it once every 5 seconds, so you can shapeshift as much as you want, but you will only get the heal once every 5 seconds. Glyph of Barkskin. Barkskins are only defensive CC. As you can see right there, 20% damage reduction. We also get, with the glyph, an extra 25% less likely to be hit by a crit, which is huge, especially against rogues and other specs that have high crit. And since it's our only defensive CC, that's why I run it. However, these two are optional, and that's really it for glyphs. Now, into talents. Displacer Beast for our first talent teleports you 20 yards, and you get a 50% increase in speed for 4 seconds while you're in cat form. You'll automatically activate cat form when you hit Displacer Beast. It's a blink, and it is great offensively and defensively. The only other one that's viable is Wild Charge, where you jump back 20 yards so you can get some casting space. However, Displacer Beast is much stronger. You can choose whichever one you want. I recommend Displacer Beast. Next, we have our healing talents. Ysera's Gift is basically like a hot that is forever on you, that you don't ever have to do anything with because it's passive. 4% of your maximum health will heal you every 5 seconds, or an injured party member, which is great. I mean, think of the synergy between Ysera's Gift having Rejuve up. I mean, that's huge. That's great. You're able to stay topped off and help heal without really having to do anything. Renewal is a 30% heal at 2-minute cooldown. It sucks. Cenarian Ward is basically a bubble that sits on you that doesn't do anything. Well, you place it on someone else, and once they get hit, it'll start healing them over 6 seconds. It's like a hot. However, Ysera's Gift is just so strong. I wouldn't recommend running with either of these. You could try, but that would kind of be foolish. Next tier, you can choose any of these you want. Really, any of these are viable. I run with Mass Entanglement for the Mass Entanglement Solar Beam macro. Against Rogues, Fairy Swarm, Rogues and Priests, Fairy Swarm is great. It reduces movement speed by 50%, and it also prevents the target from going invis. Fairy Swarm is strong, it's spammable, run with it if you like it. Typhoon is a knockback, and it dazes whoever got knocked back, which means they basically run slower. It's strong as well. Whichever one of these three you like to run with that you're good with, you can pick. Tier 60 is the big one. So Soul of Forest, it sounds great. What does it do? It increases lunar and solar empowerment, not eclipse, empowerment by an additional 15%. So when you cast a Star Surge, you get those 3 Wraths if you're in solar and the 2 Starfires if you're in lunar. When you cast your Star Surge, those are your empowerments. So this will increase their damage by 15%. However, it's dispellable, and people mass dispel and purge all day long, and it's hard to situationally hit the right spots for it. It's just not as good. It's great maybe for raiding, but do not take it for PvP. Incarnation, for 30 seconds, all around damage increased by 15%. I know people run this a lot in 2s. I do not recommend it for 3s. And I mean, to be honest, when you start getting up there and playing with good players, as soon as they see you pop this, they're just going to stun and chain CC you and break up your damage. If you like it, you could try it. I do not recommend it at all. Force of Nature is what to go with. You get 3 charges of Trents. They recharge 1 every 20 seconds. You instantly pop a Trent and he instantly roots the target. It starts casting Wrath at it. So number 1, you get peels for yourself, peels for your other DPS partner or whoever is being attacked. As you break that root, because it's going to be broken by their Wrath anyways, you get a Star Surge proc because of your 4-piece bonus. You see the synergy between this talent and our 4-piece bonus is extremely strong, and that is the reason why Force of Nature is a better choice than Incarnation. Next, we have our stun tier. Incapacitating Roar is like a fear, run within 10 yards. If they get hit by damage, it ends it. It's alright, you can really pick any of these 3 you like. Ursul's Vortex summons this like whirlwind area effect, and it looks like a little like tornado-ish things going on. And whoever's trapped in it, their movement speed is reduced by 50%, and the first time they try to go out of it, it'll suck them back into the middle. Some people will run that with Solar Beam. If you could do it, if you're used to playing a hunter, this is kind of like Freezing Trap in a way. I mean, if you think about it, because you have to land it on them. It's not bad. It's good. Mighty Bash is the next one, and it's a 5-second stun usable in any form. So any of these 3 is viable. Whichever one you're most comfortable with, your team that you're running with likes the most, or you can use to the best of your abilities, is what I recommend. I run with Mighty Bash. I like it. I like it a lot. Our next tier, we have Nature's Vigil. 40% of damage you do, you'll get a heal from it. If not you, it'll heal a friendly target. And 20% heals added on. You get extra heals to you or a friendly target. This is a great defensive utility to use, because say you're getting bursted down or your teammate's getting bursted down, you could pop this, unleash your burst, and it'll really help your survivability and your teammate's survivability. It is great to use defensively. You can use it offensively too. It's like an offensive defense. So you're going to do a lot of damage and you're going to do a lot of healing. And that's kind of the point of it. It's great. Dream of Cenarius. So when you're at your lunar and solar peak, which is when your little bar thing pauses right here and right here, you cast your Moonfire or Starfire. You get to heal an injured ally instantly for 24k. Usually in PvP we're running around like madmen, and to constantly remember to land it right here and right here when we're trying to cast a bunch of other different things and stop casting to hit that, it just doesn't work. Heart of the Wild is nerfed, don't even look at it. Euphoria is the only talent choice in the last tier, period. Stellar Flare is some casting dot which doesn't do that much damage. It used to be good, it got nerfed to shit. Balance of Power, basically your Wrath and Starfire refresh your dots, and your dots also do 10% more damage, which isn't bad. However, Euphoria is just so good, and it synergizes so well with everything else you have going on. Your cycle time, first of all, increases by 50%. You may be sitting there asking, well, that means I have 50% less time to cast Starfire or Wrath. Well, here's the kicker. We don't really care about this area right here and right here. What we care about are peaks, because peaks are when we get the maximum mastery and bonus damage that we can get. And that's when we do our most damage. So more peaks means more damage, as well as our astral communication. Since this goes 50% less time to get to the peaks, when we pop astral communication to speed up our bar by 300%, it means we don't have to stand there and channel for that long at all, because we just have to hit it for maybe 1 second, maybe 2 seconds, and that bar is going to be close enough. It'll get us to the point we need. So it goes well with astral communication, speeds that up. It also, whenever our Star Surges hit and we get that lunar and solar empowerment I was talking about before, once we get it, our next cast time for our lunar or solar empowerment is reduced by 20%. It reduces the spells by 20%. So if we hit a Star Surge while we're on lunar, we get a lunar empowerment. Your next Starfire is a 20% reduced cast time. Added on with your haste, and your set bonus reduces by 30% right after we hit him with the Star Surge. Those are fast Starfires. That synergy is so strong. All these things together are strong. That is what makes this Boomkin build so viable in PvP, is the synergy between these talents along with our Glyphs and our 4-piece bonus. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this really fast Boomkin PvP guide. Let me know what you guys think. Post comment if you have any questions. I gotta go queue the hell up. Later.